Governing Board meeting of the Jefferson Elementary School District for June 26, 2019. May I please get members present?
Shakil Ali is absent. Marie Brizuela.
Here.
Maybell Monio.
Here.
Manufo Leah Inga Anawai is absent. Clayton Koo.
Here. Next is the Pledge of Allegiance. Mr. Valenti, would you lead us today?
Please rise. Face the flag. Put your right hand over your heart. Begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Next is the governance team meeting guidelines. Governance team members will review the governance team meeting guidelines.
Thought we asked that that be changed to include the superintendent on it. Could we change that verbiage and it say the, huh?
Yes,
I didn't finish.
I know what you're saying.
Okay, because I don't think everybody realizes what that is. Okay, thank you.
Next is the approval of the agenda. Prior to approval, I was asked to remove item 9I, which is the Garden Village drop-off project, for approval until a future meeting.
Okay, hold on a second till I find it. 9.
I is the Garden Village Elementary School construction of drop-off and fencing project.
Okay. So are all of these, let's see, is there another one that has to do with the fencing and all that yet? Just wanted to speak on that. About the, so, like G, Bernie, are they all together, the fencing projects or no?
No, it's by school.
By school?
Yeah, so the one we're removing is the Garden Village
Right.
project, yeah.
Okay, we'll just take off the G so I can discuss.
Okay, 9G off consent.
Yeah, 9G.
Okay. Any others?
I don't think so, but let me take a quick look and see. Oh, well, it doesn't have a start. Okay, I'm done.
Okay. If not, I'll entertain a motion.
I make a motion to approve the agenda with both 9G and I removed.
So 9I removed from the agenda, 9G removed from the consent agenda.
Correct.
Yes.
Sorry.
Yeah. That's two different motions, but that's okay. We'll do it together. We'll do it together. Okay?
Your second.
I'll second the
Cool.
motion.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye. So we did both in one motion. Hey, save time.
Next item is item 6, communications. A, board member acknowledgement and commendations.
Okay, so losing track of time right now, but just wanted to comment on the graduations. Were absolutely fabulous. We have some wonderful students and talented as well. I'm very proud of all of them. So I just want to say it was really great.
Yes, they were definitely beautifully coordinated, seamless, and the process of getting in and out of those, importantly, were easy as well. And it's sad to see them go, but it's good that they finished and are moving on.
Same here. Just want to say great job on all the graduations and congratulations to all the graduates and a happy summer as well too.
Just add to all of that that we thank our principals and our teachers and everybody at the school that helps make their life great, because we have a lot of support. So,
Next item, item 6B, correspondence and superintendent comments.
Yeah, just a couple. I received notice from the Campaign for Business and Education Excellence, and each year they award schools and districts honors called Honor Roll Schools and Honor Roll Districts. We had 3 schools who were awarded this year: Benjamin Franklin Intermediate, Fernando Rivera Intermediate, and Thomas Edison Elementary. And this award is based on student performance being better than expected for the type of students that they are serving. So they are beating the odds in terms of student performance. So we're very happy to have 3 schools be nominated for this and receive this. Second one is,
Excuse me, could I ask a
Yes.
question on that? So they're receiving that, how do they get that? Is it just mailed to them or they go someplace?
yeah, it's a letter that gets mailed to them, and then they each, I believe they get a banner that they can hang either in an office or on a fence, and they can order more if they want.
Thank you. So we can acknowledge them here then one day.
Excuse me?
We can acknowledge them at the board meeting, I guess when school starts.
Sure.
Because they're gone now, but.
Oh, the Thomas Edison principal is here, so.
That's right.
And the second one is we received notice today that based on the San Mateo County supervisors and their budget that was passed, the Big Lift was able to award us an $800,000 grant so we can provide preschool expanded and enhanced preschool services. So we're very pleased about that. And that grant is a 2-year grant. So the county will be working with Silicon Valley Community Foundation, Board of Supervisors to find other sources to make this an ongoing program for our district and other districts in the county benefiting.
So Bernie, does that include the state preschool program?
It enhances the state preschool program, so we get funds to be able to enhance that program with materials, staffing, and as well as start separate Big Lift classrooms, is what we call them, that are closer to full day.
Great, thank you.
And that's it.
Thanks. Next item is item 6C, persons wishing to address the board. This portion of the agenda is available for individuals to comment on or address the board on any issue that is under the board's jurisdiction and not on the agenda. The maximum time allowed for any speaker is usually 2 minutes. And I have several speakers. First speaker is Matt Driscoll.
All right. Good evening. My name is Matt Driscoll, and I'll be starting my 5th year as a music teacher for Ben Franklin, Westlake, Garden Village, and George Washington this August. I'd first like to thank everyone on the board for your past support of the music program. We frequently see you at our concerts in the evening throughout the school year, and have been able to get the supplies and instrument repairs needed to keep our programs running smoothly. We'll be addressing the proposed elimination of a music teacher position starting in the 2020-2021 school year. I've been with the district just long enough to see firsthand the difference in quality it makes to have a 4th music teacher in our district. Without a 4th music teacher, FDR would completely lose their middle school band program and general music education classes for their 4th and 5th grade students. Combined with Ben Franklin, Fernando, and TRP, almost 150 students would lose access to music classes, as each middle school would have one less period of music class. Instead of shrinking our music programs, we should be finding ways to increase student access and participation. In a study from the University of British Columbia published just 2 days ago, they found that students who learn to play a musical instrument in elementary and continue playing in high school not only score significantly higher, but are about 1 academic year ahead of their non-music peers with regard to their English, mathematics, and science skills, as measured by their exam grades, regardless of their socioeconomic backgrounds, ethnicity, prior learning in mathematics and English, and their gender. The article closes with this quote: often, resources for music education, including the hiring of trained specialized music educators, band and string instruments, are cut or not available so that they could focus on math, science, and English. The irony is that music education, multiple years of high-quality instrumental learning and playing in a band or orchestra, or singing in a choir at an advanced level, can be the very thing that improves all-around academic achievement, an ideal way to have students learn more holistically in our schools. Thank you.
Next speaker is Brian Chow.
Good evening. My name is Brian Chow. I am the music teacher at FDR, Woodrow Wilson, MP Brown, and MH Tobias. I'm here asking you to reconsider your decision to eliminate the funds for 1 music teacher for the 2020 to 2021 school year. Currently, we have a small team of 4 music teachers that cover all 14 of our district's elementary and middle schools. We each teach at a middle school site, our home school, in the morning, then different elementary schools in the afternoon. Even though student enrollment may be down district-wide, we continue to grow our music programs at each site. In the past school year, I taught over 200 music students between grades 4 to 8 at 4 different schools, and my colleagues had similar positions. In addition to band classes, we also offer classes in guitar and ukulele, choir, and general music. If one music teacher position were to be eliminated, that would mean that the remaining 3 music teachers would need to cover additional schools in our already busy teaching schedules. This would result in fewer music classes being offered at each site, especially our middle schools, which would mean fewer students would have access to learning music. It would also impact the quality of our instruction, especially if we are left with less time to prepare for our classes. Students would also find that it would be challenging to get help or meet with us out of class time because since our busy teaching schedules, we'll have to be at different school sites. Our students deserve better, and eliminating a music teacher position is not the solution. Of the 5 reductions to save an estimated $1 million that you voted to approve during the last school board meeting, eliminating 1 music teacher position offered the lowest amount of savings to the district's budget, yet it would impact students from all schools in the district. We understand that cuts are needed to fulfill budget needs, but please do not cut from our music program and instead find other ways to make the budget work. Thank you for your consideration.
The next speaker is Vivian Forte.
Good evening, I'm Vivian Forte. My home base is Fernando Rivera, but I also teach at Daniel Webster and at Thomas Edison. And just continuing what my colleagues have shared with you tonight, thank you for all your support so far in the music program, and we wish to continue to grow it rather than to see it cut. By losing 1 full-time teacher, this would force more elementary schools with Monday and Friday sessions. This is a negative because the elementary schools with Monday and Friday sessions receive about 4 less sessions per year due to holidays and minimum days. That's a whole month of instruction throughout the school year. This will also mean 0 room for makeup sessions for all elementary bands because there will be no flexibility to shift our afternoon schedule. So for example, if we have a Friday or a Monday that is open, we can do makeups. But in this case, if we are booked every single one of those days, we won't have that flexibility. Also, all 4 of our music educators work overtime without pay to put on concerts. And each of us put on a minimum of 3 concerts per school year with a minimum of 3 hours of student contact time per concert that we are not getting paid for. By losing 25% of our staffing and picking up the extra schools, you will significantly reduce our ability to provide music students with additional support or enrichment outside of the school day and concerts. Additionally, we save the district over $40,000 a year with our 650 plus instrument inventory by physically cleaning all the instruments and doing several of our own minor repairs. If we do not have the time to do that, those instruments will have to go to the repair shops to be fixed and cleaned, and you will be receiving a bill for $40,000 plus per school year. And that's only the cleaning cost. That does not include the repairs cost that we do. Additionally, we are also leaders in the district, and you would lose that, our contributions. So thank you for your time tonight.
Thank you all.
I have copies of that study. But
Thank you. So this is just one here, right? So just to make sure you know, we can't reply because it's not on the agenda.
The next item is item 7A. Under general functions, consent agenda, the administration recommends approval of the starred items on the rest of the agenda.
We did take one off earlier, though, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, I'll make a motion to approve the consent agenda as submitted with the deletion of, what was that number? G? No. Yeah, G.
Second?
There's a first and a second. May I please get a roll call?
Mrs. Brizuela,
Aye.
Ms. Manio,
Aye.
and Mr. Koo.
Aye. Next is item 7B, adoption of the 2017 to 2020 Local Control Accountability Plan. The Jefferson Elementary School District Administration recommends the governing board approve the LCAP for the 2017 to 2020 school years. The LCAP is an accountability plan that requires districts to disclose how LCFF funds are spent to provide high-quality education programs. The plan activities were developed with broad community input through the 2018-2019 year and will be adjusted in subsequent years.
Yeah, sort of an anticlimactic. We've had several presentations on the
Yes.
LCAP development process and what's included. So this is, we do need to approve it before June 30th.
Okay, I'll make a motion to adopt 2017-20 Local Control Accountability Plan as presented.
Second?
First and a second, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
That was unanimous. Next item is item 7C, adoption of the fiscal year 2019-2020 proposed budget for active district funds. The administration recommends that the Board of Trustees adopt the fiscal year 2019-2020 proposed budget for all active district funds.
Again, this is a budget that supports the activities in the LCAP and fairly closely, so.
I'll make a motion to adopt fiscal year 2019-20 proposed budget for active district funds for the,
Second?
First and second, all those in favor say aye.
aye.
That's unanimous.
We're all start items here.
So if I'm correct, the next item is item 9G.
Okay.
Benjamin Franklin Intermediate.
Oh,
9G, Benjamin Franklin Intermediate Fencing Project. Bid acceptance. The bid opening for the fencing project was held on June 4th, 2019 at 1 p.m. at Benjamin Franklin Intermediate School. The administration recommends that the project be awarded to the low bidder, Crusader Fence, in the amount of $404,535. The recommended contractor has submitted the lowest responsible bid. A bid summary is attached to the agenda. This project will be funded by Fund 21, Measure U.
Okay. The reason I asked to have it taken off is because I met with Bernie concerning, and it kind of fits maybe in here just because I want to talk about it, because it's not on the agenda, that we have easements located in our school district that at one time were there to let the children walk, in the days when children walked, to school. And some of them are, one is kind of secluded and not real nice. But we want to be sure that if we're doing fencing, that we're not going to have a child not be able to get in or out if they're walking on those easements. So I took Bernie on a little field trip. He didn't realize it was all Broadmoor, but it's all Broadmoor, so that probably because it was the first district that was there of homes. So some of them we just want to be sure. There's one, a very long one that takes you up to Pauline Brown. Not the same place that the other one is. We don't want to touch the one that's down below on Pierce, because that's the access for a lot of the students that live on the east side that can walk over there and walk up the stairs. So I just want to be sure that we have that little bit of a discussion, and perhaps Bernie can send something out to everybody. I didn't think I saw anything about us going there, but maybe you can give a little update on kind of
Sure.
what we saw.
Yeah, I'd be happy to put that in your information bulletin. And just to be clear, all of the current gates will be maintained with the new fencing. We're not closing off any current egress or ingress into the school site, so
But-
just replacing the fencing.
But what we want to do is find out if any of the children in our school district, and the students, are using any of those. Because that would be important. Maybe they're living in a certain area where it's too hard to go around it to get home. And so if that's the case, then we're going to try to get the county to pave one of them, because it's kind of broken up. But make it better for them if they are walking. And if they're not walking, then we don't have to worry about it. But there's also a spot there that's room enough to build a home. And so if they're not using it, Broadmoor can have another house, something. So the property belongs to Broadmoor, but it's been used as easements to get to the schools. I just want to be sure everybody's safe, number one, and if they need to walk, then like Bernie said, there won't be that, it won't be cut off, but at the same time, we want to be sure. That's why I told him about it, so I just want to make sure we got that on
Sorry, Ms. Fidelis, can you clarify, is the easement like part of the fencing project, or is this like a fencing sort of?
The easements that Mrs. Brizuela refers to are pathways that lead to schools, and usually at the end of that pathway is a gate that goes into a school.
Oh, okay.
So, and one in particular was fairly secluded, hard to see, and
It's not safe.
so we're looking into how many students use it and what else we can do, or we may need to ask the county to do to make it a safer access.
And there's also access on 2 streets. If you go down, you can get into Ben Franklin. And I went to look at an open house in Broadmoor, and sure enough, when you walked outside of the porch and you went out, there was another door in the fence that leads you right into the play field. And if we're trying to secure the schools, why have a door that somebody can just walk out there? And I couldn't believe it. And when you go down there, it's huge, but it's down below. It's not right next to school, but if we're doing all this for safety, we want to be sure that nobody's going to have access into our schools when we're doing fencing someplace else, So I just brought that to his attention. So just keeping all our students safe.
So if there are no more questions, this is an action item, so
Yep.
we have to approve or reject this.
Okay. I've been hogging all the motions.
Been saying we approve it contingent on it.
Well, it's not in here
No, you
exactly.
don't have to do that because it's
No,
not,
he's on
the
the ball.
design does not include a closing of an easement access.
Oh.
So,
This is something different, but I just wanted Bernie to know if there's other ways to get into the property,
yeah.
we need to address that. And that's not in here.
So a simple motion to approve the fencing project is sufficient.
Motion to approve Benjamin Franklin Intermediate's fencing project with Crusader Fence in the amount of $404,535 to be awarded.
I'll second the motion.
There's a first and a second. All those in favor say aye.
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 So Bernie, what are the fences made out of? Is it like white? I mean,
It is vinyl wrapped, whatever the fencing material is, but it's vinyl wrapped, so it's less chance for corrosion and rust to
Oh, good.
develop. Yeah, and the metal posts are painted with an enamel that also has rust resistant to it.
oh, great, great.
How high is the fence?
Depends on where it is. They we used to have 6-foot fences. I think we're going to go up to 8.
Oh.
Yeah.
They'll have to be real tall to jump over. Okay, I think we already voted on this, right? Yeah.
So next item is item 9J, Architectural Engineering Services for the Faculty and Staff Housing Project. The administration recommends that the governing board authorize Lowney Architecture to provide architectural engineering services for the faculty and staff housing project at MP Brown School. The cost for the services is not to exceed $1,433,840 plus reimbursables up to $140,000. The project will be charged to Fund 21, Measure U, and Fund 40.
Okay, so
So the architects have been working to finalize their contract and proposal, and they've done some preliminary work that they'll be coming to show the board at a future meeting, but they didn't want to put more work into it until they had a contract. So they just did some preliminary work to try to figure out what the cost of design would be, and it's very close to what they proposed when they did their response to our proposal.
and they've been okay with where it's located?
Yeah,
That height up there?
well, yeah, they're going to need, the next part is to more fully design the units and then do the other analysis that has to happen.
So they're being tasked with also creating the floor plans, right?
Yes, they will create the floor plans of the units.
Are they designing interiors?
Finishes, you mean?
Mm-hmm.
They will make recommendations for finishes, yeah.
we have to approve. I'm trying to figure out how to say this.
Are there any other questions?
You know? Okay.
If not, I'll entertain a motion for this item.
I make a motion to approve Lowney Architecture to provide architectural and engineering services with a cost for those services being $1,433,840 with reimbursables of up to $140,000 charged to Fund 21 and Fund 40.
I'll second the motion.
First and a second, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Aye, that's unanimous. Next item is item 10A, under Certificate of Personnel, Certificate of Retirement 2018-2019. The administration recommends approval of the retirement request from Carol Camacho, fourth grade teacher at Susan B. Anthony, effective June 15th, 2019. Any of Ms. Alonso? No?
Just want to thank Ms. Camacho for her years of service, and as it was mentioned, that we have an appropriate resolution created.
I'll make a motion that we approve the retirement request from Carol Camacho, fourth grade teacher from SBA, effective June the 15th, 2019, and that an appropriate resolution be prepared for commending her for her years of service with the district.
There's a first and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Congratulations, Ms. Camacho. Next item is item 10B, certificated resignations. The administration recommends acceptance of the following resignations and requests appropriate resolutions be prepared commending them with 10 or more years of service with the district. Carolyn Barber, speech pathologist for special education. Rachel Roth, first grade teacher at Westlake Elementary. Gregory Conser, administrator on special assignment for JFK.
I make a motion to accept the resignation of Carolyn Barber, Rachel Roth, and Gregory Conser as stated in the agenda.
I'll second the motion, but I do have a question. Are we already trying to fill these positions already? Especially the speech pathologist?
We're all filled in.
Okay, just want to make sure.
Okay. So the first and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Thank you all for your service.
Yay, all-star items.
Next item is item 12A, CSBA CSBA Annual Conference. Board members attend the CSBA Annual Education Conference to receive ongoing professional development in a variety of board member competencies. This year, the conference will be held in San Diego on December 5th to 7th, 2019. There will be discussion to determine which board members would like to attend this year. The regular cost of attending the conference for each person is approximately $1,880, $580 for regular registration, $550 for early registration, $175 for airfare, round trip, $875 for lodging for 3 nights, $250 for 3 days, funded through the board conference budget. 2019-2020 conference budget is approximately $8,800. Board members can also opt to attend a pre-conference seminar for $375, $425 after November 8th, and 1 ticketed meal function for $55 to $93. Mr. Dallas.
Yeah, so tonight I thought we usually have a board conversation over who will be able to attend this year. We did reserve already a block of rooms, which we can let rooms go if we don't have board members to fill it. One option I did want to throw out there for individuals who are interested was the rooms, as you see, are fairly costly, and you can find rentals by owners or HomeAway or something like that for probably $50 to $70 less a night, and still very close walkable access. So if a board member wanted to do that, you need to let me know, and then we would reimburse you. But the district can't set up accounts and create all of those reservation details. It's a personal thing, so. Yeah, and we do have money set aside for that in this year's, the budget that you just passed. So the funds are there if the boards want to take advantage of this professional development opportunity. That's great. I do know Mr. Koo needs to attend as he is a delegate, and Ms. Le'inga Anoa'i is also needs to attend based on her role with the Department of Education on the Closing the Achievement Gap initiative. But she's seeking to see if the district can get reimbursed for that attendance since it's required as that position. So
When I was a delegate for like 12 years or more, they paid my way.
So
So
for me,
you should get paid.
so for me now, they pay for a portion of it.
Well, they'll pay for you, they pay me for everything, but when that's, because you go ahead of time.
Yeah,
But
so-
when it starts the conference, you end up paying for that.
Yeah, so they pay all the expenses
Yeah.
up to.
Yeah, so this won't be this
Yeah,
expense
it won't
of,
be an expense for me
Yeah.
because they'll pay for a portion of it.
I just want to make sure that they take care of you that way,
Yeah.
to take care of our district. Because I used to go to the delegate assembly.
What happens to the unused funds?
the unused professional development funds, they stay unused and they go into the fund balance at the end of the year. So if one account spends more, it helps to cover that.
So, now, this is only talking about board members, but we have our superintendent going too. So this also applies to you?
If
yours?
there are board members that are going, I usually accompany. I don't
And
have
you make
to.
us eat cheap food. No, just kidding.
Okay, then I won't take you to that restaurant anymore. But yeah, the superintendent generally attends, and if I go, I will likely seek alternative lodging to get a better rate and not have to pay all the hotel service charges.
Can you just explain when you say alternate? I mean, what does that mean? I thought we always found someplace cheaper and then we just had to walk.
We usually go to the CSBA recommended room blocks because those are cheaper than the regular rate, but
Is this the cheapest of all the ones they have?
they're about the same.
Because I thought ours was cheaper last time.
No, I think they're all about the same. All the rooms are about the same. When the conference, when the CSBA talks to all the hotels, they agree on a rate, and that's the rate that everybody charges. Cheaper than the regular rate, but I think I will try. I know that there's, especially in that location, there's condos right across the street that sometimes owners don't want to use all the time and will allow it to be used by the public through different platforms. So I'll look into that, and if it seems like a better deal for the district, I will certainly take that.
Well, I'd appreciate it if you let us know if there is things like that so we can do it, because
Yeah, there are. They're usually one unit in a building, so I can't say there's 4 units in the building, just one. So you can, if you're interested in that, you can look it up and find it. So that the district will not pay for mine, I will pay for it, and I will get reimbursed at the end. But the district is happy to arrange and pay for the hotel stay.
When does early registration end?
I think it's when regular registration starts, which is the August 3rd, so it ends on the 2nd of August.
I think in the past, we didn't sign up till late too, so we probably paid a higher fee to go to the conference, which
It's about $30 more if we
it's
register.
better to do it early.
We don't have to decide today. You can look at, if you know you're not going, you can let us know. We could put this back on in the July meeting as well, because that does give us time to get the early rate.
Okay.
So when is the last time you want us to tell you?
We'll put this on in the July meeting, and that would be the date, yeah. Because we'd want to release any rooms that we're holding so that other participants can have access to those rooms.
So where are the rooms that they're holding for all the people?
I think this year we were quick enough to get the Marriott, which usually fills up on the first day. And that's the main hotel where many of the conference activities are held and centered. Very convenient. And, you know, as you know, we've been as far away as a mile, and we've been as close as the Marriott, so but we pay the same regardless of where we stay. So that is, we do have the Marriott this year. We have 5 or 6 rooms.
Okay.
So we're just going to push this item to the next meeting?
Yeah, if you know you want to go, you just let us know. If you know you cannot go for whatever reason, you know, let us know as well. But I do want Ms. Leingano'ai and Mr. Ali to also weigh in. Unless the board tonight says we approve anybody who wants to go and lets Mr. Vidalis know by the end of July, that's fine. We don't need to have it at the board meeting.
Well,
I just have an issue of childcare.
I know, that's a tough one.
Yeah,
What is
it's during the weekday,
Yeah.
school days.
So Wednesday through Saturday.
Yeah. I don't know what I'm going to do.
Yeah, not everybody goes every year, so don't feel bad.
So I think it sounds like we're just going to.
Just-
Go ahead and make the motion, whoever wants to go, and then if
Yeah.
we can't go, then we tell them no.
Yep,
Okay.
yeah, we'll take that motion.
Okay.
Up to 5 board members, and let me know by the end of July.
Okay. Anyone want to make the motion on that?
We'll make a motion that, that we permit anyone that wants to go to let Bernie know, and that if we are unable to go, we let him know and he releases the rooms.
First and a second, all those in favor say aye. Aye.
Aye. Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Reading the next item.
Okay. Next item is item 12B, resolution number 19-06-26C, commitment to environmental sustainability actions. The board will consider adoption of resolution number 19-06-26C, commitment to environmental sustainability actions.
So this was requested by board member Ms. Leingano'ai, and she was expecting to be here today. I would ask that we table this until a future meeting where she can be here so she can discuss what her thoughts are on this.
Okay. Tabled.
Do we need to take an action to?
Yeah, take an action to table.
Okay.
I make a motion to table the resolution number 19-06-26C, commitment to environmental sustainability, until the next
Future
meeting?
Yeah, when
Until
Ms.
the-
Leingano'ai can be here.
Till a future meeting.
Yes.
Is there a second?
Oh,
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. So that has been tabled to a future meeting. Next, 13, governance team member comments, reports, and board meeting reflection.
I pass.
There you go. Yeah.
I just wanted to say thank you to my fellow board members, the cabinet and superintendent, Maria, and all of our teachers and staff, and the community. It's my first complete full school year with the board, this meeting, and right, it's a year now. So in commemoration of my one-year anniversary on the board, I just wanted to say thank you to everybody who has made this experience exciting, interesting. I've learned a lot, and I've appreciated all of your support and helping me, and I look forward to the next 3 years for my term. So I just want to say thank you.
You're welcome.
Congratulations to all.
Happy happy anniversary.
I was just going to share that, was it last week or 2 weeks ago, I had a board meeting for the San Mateo County School Board Association, and we were discussing sort of topics for consideration for future general meetings. So that list will be sent out around early August, so that board members know about that. Additionally, we are working on a advocacy project called Vote for Our Kids, and the idea is that it's supposed to help organize and help encourage parents and community members across San Mateo County to get involved in terms of advocating for additional education funding. We're building out a website right now, and with the hope that we can acquire additional email contacts as well as phone numbers to, in the future, in 2019 and 2020, advocate for ballot measures, either locally or statewide, as ways to sort of gain and grow additional education funding. So when that comes out, I will share that with the board just so that you guys know what's going on, as well as a way to sort of share that and get more involvement throughout the county as well, too. So 14 is adjournment. I was going to close in memory of two people. First is Kathleen K. Lesser Fuller, who's the mother of Mary Hagan, teacher at Thomas Edison Elementary School. And secondly, Kevin M. Malone, father of Patrick Malone, RSP teacher at FDR School, and married to Malian Malone, dean of Ben Franklin Middle School. So if I may ask, can I please get it closed for a moment of silence in their memory? Thank you.